This video has been sponsored by NextGen T. Are you looking for a career in cybersecurity? Well, let me tell you, NextGen T is offering a cybersecurity program that will get you started in just 24 weeks. In their program, you will be guided through key foundational concepts, hand-on labs, and technical skills that are necessary to get started in any entry-level cybersecurity role. Your career in IT starts here. Head on over to the link in the description, guys, and check out the syllabus that you can download directly from that website on exactly what you're going to learn in these 24 weeks. All right, let's get back to the video. Hey guys, it's DC here and welcome to part 2 of the Cybersecurity Lab series. Today we're going to be looking at building a Kali Linux machine as well as going over the general topography of how this network is going to be planned out. All right, let's get started. Okay, so as we can see here, we have a very basic network diagram of essentially how this is going to work to start off with. Over here on the right hand side, we have the Kali Linux machine in the outside or attack network. This will be on a completely separate network. So there's going to be some attacking to get through into the or through the pfSense firewall and potentially even the log server here. On the other side over here, we have the vulnerable client, which is the machine we built in the last video. And this is actually a little bit wrong. It's more like this. But yeah, that's essentially how the network is sort of being designed. As we go on with these lab videos, I will be adding in all sorts of other stuff. There'll be some potentially some API hacking, some different web server vulnerabilities. We might put like an enterprise network on here with DNS and stuff like that, which would be kind of fun. But for now, what we're doing is just sort of building the basics of this network. So we already have this. We still need to build this section here. And in this session, we're going to be building this attack machine on the outside. So now that we've sort of gone through the very basic topology, I guess, of how this is going to work, what we'll do is we'll build the Kali Linux box and we can go on to the next video and have a look at building the firewall and then the log server. Alrighty, let's start with downloading Kali Linux. Now, Kali Linux actually has a VirtualBox VM machine ready to go that you can download straight from the website. I'll put the link in the description, but basically just download the VirtualBox version here. I'll go to my virtual machine over here. We go File, Import Appliance, and it's on the local file system, which is correct. I'll go to my downloads and grab this file here. Now, once you click next here, it pre-fills all of the options that you would normally have to fill in yourself when creating a machine. So doing it this way is definitely easier, and it's just the way to go. So just leave it all default. All of that stuff is fine. Click on import and you'll get this message here that says you agree with the license terms that are listed here as part of the GPL version 3, in this case, of this Kali Linux open source machine. So we'll click on agree. And off it goes. Now this does take a little bit of time, but that's perfectly fine. It's all good. We'll just wait for it to go through. Okay, so the machine has imported. It's currently in the powered off state, which is fine. We can see my Windows VM here is also powered off, which is great. Everything looks normal. So let's click the start button and get going with this machine. Alrighty, I'll just drag this window across so you can see what's going on. Now, there we go. It's booting into Kali. We're going to go with the GNU GUI boot, which is fine. We got the keyboard capture and the mouse capture, which is wonderful. Okay, we are at the login screen for the first time. So we'll use the default username and password, which is Kali and Kali. Okay, now that has sized to my entire screen, so I'll just drag it across so we can see everything. And yeah, here we are. This is Kali Linux. We're ready to go. So the system is already installed. What we should probably do first is to set up a second user account, and we'll give that account the right set of permissions. And from there, we can leave this machine and make sure that all of the packages that we require for this are installed. Alrighty, so to add a user, what we want to do is open up the terminal. So we'll open up terminal, and basically what we need to type here is sudo user add -m, and then we give this user a name. So I'll call this user DC. Yeah, why not? Okay, that's done. Now we'll give the user DC a password. So we go sudo passwd. You can see I've just typed this new password. We'll go with DC88. Cool, that's it. We've now got a new user with the username DC, and the password for that user is DC88. Okay, so let's log in as this new user. Now we'll just go switch user. So username DC, password DC88. And there we go. We're now in the DC user. I'll just do a quick test just to see if I have the sudo as file, which I don't, which means I need to give permissions to this user account. So I'll go back to the Kali account, and we'll go to sudo usermod -a -G sudo DC, and that's it. Alrighty, so let's specify a shell for this user. So we'll go ch sh -s, and we go to bin bash DC. Need to do it with sudo, obviously, and that should be pretty much it. Now, let's log out of this account. Go in as DC, and I'll just log out of this account as well. Go in again. Sudo upgrade. And it's working. Nice and simple, just like that. So there we have it. We have now created the Kali Linux box in VirtualBox. We also have a Kali root account as well as the DC root account. And yeah, from now we can start importing different exploit modules into the Kali Linux box. We'll do that in another episode though, where I'll do the vulnerabilities and the I guess attacks on the Kali Linux box, and somewhere in between there we're also going to create the pfSense firewall and maybe even a honeypot. I think that'd be kind of fun, and then it's game time. We start attacking ourselves and see how it goes, and build further labs on top of this now fairly stable building block lab that we have gone through and created. If you have enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up. It definitely helps out the algorithm. Subscribe for more videos on this lab series, which is going to go on for the foreseeable future. And of course, comment below if you have any questions that you would like me to answer. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you on the next lab video.